Hey guys, it's me, Laura. I'm back. Sorry, it's been a while, but I've been sick and dealing with all that stuff and trying to get back into the game of things. Nothing new really going on. I don't think this is going to be a long video. I haven't really been doing much of anything, and if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I really haven't been posting either. I think the only news I got is my new glasses, which look a lot like my old ones, except there's white on the inside, and I could see better. I have a few works in progress, nothing done because I really haven't been focusing on a lot, but I have a few stash enhancements, and really that's about it. Nothing really much else going on. I'm going to talk about the contest that's coming up next week. I'm drawing the winner. If you participated in my last contest from last month, don't worry about it. I mean, you can participate in this one. I'm not discriminating against that, but if you follow me on Instagram, you saw the stitch markers. I showed a picture of the stitch markers on there that the contest is for. It's for knit or crochet, and I have some of the crochet ones. I don't have any of the knit ones yet. She just shipped them out to me today, so I am going to get them by the end of the week. But they're tulips. Blends in with my yellow walls in the room. But they're tulips. They come in all sorts of colors. I believe the ones I ordered were pink, purple, yellow, red, blue. There's 5 or 6, but the winner, depending on how many people participate, I may pick 1 or 2 winners. I haven't really decided yet, but there is the tulip, red tulip. But if you yeah, so that's the contest. The drawing is on May 13th, which is next week, and yeah, I think, let me check. I'm sorry I'm so brainy, but I'll get into that in a second. 6, 8, 9. I have 9 people who are participating, so majority of them are knit too. So I'm getting, you know what, I'm deciding right now. I'm going to choose 1 knit and 1 crochet for the tulips. I also have a surprise for the next contest, which I'm going to do, is going to be another stitch marker contest. I just want to say I don't even know where I was going with that. Sorry about that. I have my yarn box came. That's where I was going with that. And I want to show you, I'm getting another yarn box by the end of this week, I believe. It's for socks. It's yarn box socks. So look, I'll be showing that in the next episode. Now I want you guys, I also want to clarify, because I had some questions too. My podcast contest is completely separate from the contest that I'm holding in the Ravelry group I have with Heather. The Ravelry group, which is Whovian Yarn Crafting Tales, it's the combination of mine and Heather's podcasts. That contest is a toy along. It's not really a contest, it's just a toy along. It's running for the whole month of May. So if you haven't joined the group yet or are not interested in doing the toy along, you could choose any toy you want, whether it be knit or crochet. You could do from YouTube, you could do from a pattern. It doesn't matter. It's about having fun and coming together under a single craft. With that being said, the winner of those toy alongs, 1 knit, 1 crochet. We're given patterns. We're pretty much gifting you patterns. I'm focusing on the knit, well, and believe it or not, I'm focusing on the crochet too, because I'm not a knitter. Heather's the knitter. I'm the crocheter. But as of right now, the crochet pattern is, I can't say this woman's name, and I know I'm going to butcher it, Sharon Ohala's Little Bigfoot Patterns. It's going to be an ebook. That's for the winner of the crochet. The winner of the knit will get one of the Bakery Bears, K. Jones's toy patterns, whether it be Mr. or Mrs. Bakery Bear or Gelato Giraffe. I think that was the name of the giraffe. Which I'm going to let the person who wins decide which one they want. And with that, if you don't already have it, I am going to gift you, though it's not a toy, but it means a lot. I will, if you don't already have it, because pretty much everyone I know has it, the Hamburg Cow. I've been casting on and casting off. I'm still getting used to the circulars. So that's going to be my first real knit project, and I'm working on it. As far as, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let me give you a little update on me. I haven't been to the doctor. I go to the doctor again on May 20th. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm having minor side effects still to my gallbladder surgery. And it's a very random side effect. I could be fine one day and then the next day just not be okay. I'm not even going to get into details what the not okay is because you guys really don't need to hear that. It's just gross. But let your imaginations run wild with you. I've been going to my weekly weigh-ins and things like that. I am officially down, and I still can't believe this, since September, since post-surgery, not pre-surgery, post-surgery, I am down 75.6 pounds, which is a huge accomplishment post-surgery. And why post-surgery? I'm not talking about post-gallbladder. I'm talking about post-lap band surgery. Pre-lap band surgery, I am down 83 pounds. Again, I can't wrap my mind around it. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. Now that the warmer weather's here, I'm taking my bike out. I'm going bike riding, which is another reason why I haven't really been around. I'm riding my bike. I'm outside more. I'm walking the dog more. I'm just more active outside, which is another problem I'm having keeping up with my crafts, which I don't get it. I could bring it, you know what? That's not true because I bring it out into my yard and I work on it out there, enjoying the fresh air and things like that, and just, it just makes, I just don't like to follow a strict pattern while I'm outside because I don't want to have to count. I don't want to have to do this. So it's hard to choose the right project to bring outside. With that, I will show you my works in progress, my whips. I have a lot of whips right now. You all remember my rainbow granny blanket, which is almost pretty much done. And it's pretty big. I've been working on this a lot. I bring it with me to certain places and I sit there and I work on it. I don't care. Judge me, hate me, I don't care. Who are you to judge me anyway? But it's pretty big. I may have to stand up for this one. Yeah. It's pretty big. It covers me nicely. So I want to make it a little bit bigger just so that it could cover me completely while I'm sitting on the couch. I have about 10 more skeins of this yarn, so I want to try to use them up because what else am I going to use this for? I'm going to save 2 of the skeins, I should say, for loveys though, because I think these would make a cute lovey for a little baby. That's the granny square. It's pretty, I mean, I could end it now, but like I said, I just want to use up the yarn. And that is in my Kathy dolls and bags, I think it is. I don't remember, but it's Kathy's jumbo size, which I absolutely love. I'm obsessed with these jumbo size project bags because that's why I have 4 skeins of yarn in here and my notions, my doodad pouch, and the blanket itself. So I mean, a lot of it fits. I had just gotten this. Oops, I just dropped something. I have just gotten this project bag from Harteo. I think this is the cutest little bag in the world. In it is my niece's blanket, which I haven't worked on, so I'm not even going to bother showing it to you. I have to really kick that into gear because I have more baby stuff to make for 2 more babies that are coming into my family. Not my cousin's babies. Okay, now back to the toy along. I am making a giant, huge, did not realize it when I picked out the pattern, toy. I am making this turtle for my toy along. The pattern is really, really easy to follow, and it's very straightforward, and it's written really well. But my issue is that sometimes I jump into things head first and without reading, and I did not read where it said how big this toy was. So I'm making it, and, you know, whatever, I'm following it along, and here comes, I finish the giant head. This is the head. The head. I mean, you can tell because it's the eyes, but this is the head. It's bigger than my hand. It's the size of a ball. The head. Just the head. So I finished that. The head. Sorry. It baffles me. I finished that and I'm like scratching my head going, if that's the head, how big is the body? Ta-da. This is the body. Again, well, it's kind of like egg-shaped, but this is the body. So I'm like, oh boy, this thing is going to be huge. How big is this going to be? And I look, and it says 11.8 inches. This is going to be a foot, a giant doll. Chewy's barking. I wonder why he's barking. Sorry. The hook that they recommend on this one is a 4mm G6, but again, I'm not a Susan Bates person, so I really don't like those hooks, and the only one that comes in a 4mm G6 is Susan Bates, so I'm using a 4.25 boy hook. But here's one of the arms, and I know I finished the other arm. Oh, you know what? Let me show you the new project bag. It's in a project bag too. It's in one of Kathy's jumbo bags again. I just got this bag, that's why I'm showing it. Yeah, okay. Here's the other arm. See both arms? You can't see me, but you can see both arms. Yeah, so arms and hands. I'm currently working on the foot of it, which, right here. This is the top part of the shoe. I have to make 2 of these, obviously, but as you can see, this is just a shoe. So this is going to be a pretty big doll, and I'm actually loving it that it's going to be so big, but I'm not keeping it. That's why I'm kind of disappointed, because now I realize how big it is, and I don't know if I'm going to make another. Though I have someone wanting me to make it for them and sell it to them, but I don't even know how much I would charge. You know, and the other thing is that the eyes, I don't know if you I pretty much focused on the head a lot in this one, but I don't know if you noticed how big the eyes are. And I purposely bought the droopy eyes because I didn't feel like doing the eyelids because it calls for an eyelid on top, and I didn't like the way that's the only thing in this pattern. I didn't like the way it was written, and I didn't want it. So I purposely went and bought the droopy eyes so that it still looks like it's sleeping. I bought these eyes, the safety eyes. Best place to buy them on the internet. No joke. Suncatcher. I put them in pill bottles. Is that weird? Suncatcher Craft Eyes. It's, well, I mean, the website is suncatchercrafteyes.com, but she also has an Etsy shop. The eyes are phenomenal. I bought 12mm eyes too, but I bought a lot of 20mm because my niece likes these big eye toys that they sell, Ty sells, and I figured I could just make them rather than spend, you know, whatever. I can make a little toy and just put giant eyes in it. But, I mean, they're really, really, they're all different colors. She has the reptile eyes, the cat eyes, and they're like almost, dependent on the size, they start off at like 62 cents a pair, which is like the 6 or 4mm ones. But yeah, I bought them, and I bought 20mm in colors, like you just saw the blue and the droopy that I just did, because I bought the droopy specifically for this doll that I thought I was making for myself, which my friend's son is now taking from me. But they have plain black ones too, which, you know, I may just keep this one for myself and make my friend's son a different one because that has the nice eyes. But I bought 12, oh, I forgot to put those away. I bought 12 millimeters in the colors too, and I really, really am. They're 2 different color blues I bought. And I'm really happy with them, and I'm going to order more. I have like a darker blue, like a purpley blue, and it's just getting lost, like a greenish blue. But best place, and she ships worldwide, so it's good. These I already had. These are black basic ones I bought at AC Moore. But those was a good. That was a good investment. Yeah, but this thing is huge. I can't get over how big it is, and I'm still working on the alien thing. I lost interest in it because it started getting annoying, and I'm not really digging it too much. So I put it aside and said, let me work on something else, just so that it doesn't kill my complete Crojo. And same friend's son, different son, younger. Wait, is it for Ben or Alex? I don't remember. Oh no, it's Ben. So Ben's the older one. I'm telling you, I'm bad. Ben wanted the alien, so Alex is the one that wants the turtle, because he's like, turtle, turtle. He's barely 1 and he's talking right. Crazy. Yeah, so I'm making them for my friend's sons, and yeah, I don't even know where I'm going with that. Now I showed you the Kathy's bags, but she sent me the doodad bags to go with it, so I'm like really excited because I love sheep and I love puppies. And I just ordered another one from her today, special order of the turtles. She showed her the new fabric in her new video. Oh my God, I love turtles. I am obsessed with turtles. Anything turtles, even Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, hello, I'm building like a giant Godzilla-sized turtle here, you know? But she sent me a prototype of one of her new bags, and I absolutely love it. I was originally going to use this for my giant Godzilla-sized turtle, but the turtle outgrew the bag. But I love it. I love it. And you go like this, and it closes it. I love it, and I can't wait to order more of these from her, because these are perfect for my hats that I make and stuff, rather than use a drawstring one, because sometimes the drawstring ones can get on my nerves. I don't know why. But yeah, I mean, that's it for project bag enhancements. But I went to AC Moore the other day because that body on that turtle, literally, no exaggeration, took a whole skein of yarn, of Bernat yarn. And I needed more, because normally when I make stuffies, dolls, ammies, whatever you want to call them, it barely uses. I can get away with loops and threads skein, which is significantly smaller than like a Red Heart or a Bernat. But so I only bought one, and I bought three. I should say I bought 3 different colors of green, and I put it on Instagram and asked people's opinions, and I chose one, and I was like, okay, cool. So I went to AC Moore because I needed another one, because again, the massive body took a whole, pretty much 3/4 of a skein, and the head took the rest, and I was like, I have to build legs, feet, and arms. So I wanted to call it safe, but they had a whole new section of Deborah Norville, Vanish Choice yarn, and I like Vanish Choice, but this one stuck out to me, and I don't exactly know. I'm probably gonna make a hat. Who am I kidding? I'm probably gonna make a hat out of this, but I love it. I love how the colors change, and you know, it's built in and it's all twisted. So more than likely, I got 2 skeins. 2 skeins. So no, more than likely, I'm going to make a hat for myself. And the other one, I don't know what I would do with the other one, but maybe I'll make slippers or something. I don't know. But I'm really digging this yarn. It's soft and squishy. I like Vanish Choice yarns. I know it's acrylic, and I know people have opinions on acrylic, but acrylic doesn't bother me. I don't care. If it's soft and squishy and pretty, I'll use it. That's how it works. I'm a little weird. Now, here's the yarn box. Now, yarn box kind of surprised me this month. All right, I have 2 different yarn box subscriptions. I have Yarn Box Classic, which usually is, it could be fingering, but and up, but it's usually fingering that's not sock. It's usually just doesn't have nylon in it, pretty much. And there's also a Yarn Box Lux, I don't know how to pronounce that word, Luxyxe rather, which is more elite, and it's like silks and things like that, which I don't feel as a crocheter worthy of using yarn of that type. I don't know why. I'm weird. I don't know. So I didn't sign up for that. But I did sign up for the Yarn Box sock. Why? Because I have no idea. I don't knit socks. I like sock yarn. I'm going to use it for shawls and things like that. But they give you enough yarn to make a pair of socks, an adult size pair of socks, and they give you a pattern for it. With this month's yarn, I have the Yarn Box Classic for this month. They sent me herringbone half double crochet. They always give you a you choose your preference whether you like knit or crochet. I'm sorry, I honestly just read the cards that came with it. And they're talking about Yarn Box Plus, which I'm more than likely going to sign up for. I really dig Yarn Box. I really dig it. So I'm sorry, I'm getting alerts on the top of my iPad. That's why I keep looking up. But they give you, what they do is they send you patterns and a new stitch of the month to learn. Last month they left it out, so I have 2 stitch cards here. One is the Welk stitch, which I've never really heard of. Oh, well, the reason why I never heard of it is because it's a knit. So I'm going to start saving these knit cards, and I'm going to probably send it to Yarny Nana. Though I'm sure she knows how to do these things already, but she could benefit from this. And I'm going to start sending, because you get 2 free patterns, 1 knit, 1 crochet. And what I think I'm going to do with the person who wins my knit stitch markers, it's a free pattern, so I'm not, it's no copyright laws or anything. I think I'm going to include my Yarn Box pattern with it, the knit pattern. I may or may not, I don't know, because I have to consult with people on that one to see if it's ethical or not. So the Welk stitch is the knit card. That's what they teach you when they send you, see. And the herringbone half double crochet, which I already know how to do, so see. And then on the back of this one, I'll talk about the Yarn Box Plus, which I'm more than likely going to sign up for. And here's the pattern for crochet, which I think I'm going to make it. I actually like those gloves and the hat. I actually like that a lot. Which I don't understand because the hat looks knit. And this is what the patterns they gave us for knit. I like that too. I wish I knew how to knit. I really do. I really wish I could really get good at it. But they send you with the pattern, because you go to the website to download the pattern. With the pattern, they send you the amount of yarn you would need for said pattern. And they sent me 3 skeins of this. Wool Classica, okay, by Manos del Uruguay. And it is 100% wool, approximately 138 yards. It's a 100 gram skein. And it's a hand wash only. And the colorway is magenta. 3 skeins. 1, 2. Ooh, I'm dropping. Ooh, that one's opening. Don't open on me until I'm ready to wind you up. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to wind these up probably tomorrow. And put them with my good yarn. And hold on to them until I'm ready to make the hat and the fingerless mitts. Excuse me, I need water. Sorry, it's that time of year, and my throat gets extremely dry and itchy from allergies. And you can see my lips getting all red because of it. Whew, that was episode 9. Let's see, episode 10. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read my notes. Yeah, the alien I have to show you because I forgot to show you, and I'm jumping all around because I'm a little spastic tonight. I still don't feel well, and I don't know if you could tell. It's in my princess. Here's the body. Now, I forgot to put the white behind the eyes, which is good because if it's going to Ben or Alex, I don't remember which one is getting it. Ben is 2.5 and Alex is 8 months. So I like, they can't pull it off, which isn't, you know, whatever. There's the head. Why is this in here? Because, oh, stitch marker. Hello. Okay. I did the head, that's the body, head and body. And this is the stomach part of it. This goes right here. Not that you can see it because I always cut off, excuse me, oof, that was a hiccup. I always cut off more yarn than I actually physically need for it. And here's one of the horns for the head. You know, seeing it like this somewhat brings it all together and makes it less... Wow, I'm losing my voice. Makes it less annoying. I'm not enjoying this project at all. But, you know, it's nice and squishy, and the baby will love it no matter what. Ow, I just hurt myself like a spaz. Yeah. I keep saying and I'm sorry, guys. I'm still really not feeling 100%. And there's some, I don't know. It's all in my stomach, and I'm still not really eating very well, and I can't keep food in, I can't keep food out. I'm barely eating. I'm pretty much living on applesauce. Well, yes and no. Ooh, you can see my reflection of the video in my glasses. The littlest things make me happy. It's hard because some days I can eat and some days I can't. Today I managed to eat pizza with no problem. If I try to do that tomorrow, it won't work. It's very, very random. So I'm still getting there, and I'm still trying to get one step ahead and get better. Yeah, I feel like this video is very, very boring, and I'm going to debate on whether or not I'm going to post it. I talked to you about the contest, the stitch mark contest. I talked to you about the toy along. The toy along is actually really cool. There's a few people that are participating in it, and I'm waiting for you, Grace, to participate, because your stuff, don't be intimidated if you've never made it. I have wings on my head. Use YouTube. That's how we all learned. That's how I learned. Well, no, that's not true. That's not true. I take that back. I had joined a mystery crochet along on Facebook in the group Crochet Answers. It's a really good book. You hear me? Group. This is how you know. Crochet Answers. Crochet along, a mystery crochet along back in October, I want to say. It was right around the time of my surgery. And I equate it to Google Plus drama, which we're not going to get into. Yeah, so we, I made it then, but I didn't know it was an Ami. I didn't know what I was making. All I knew was I needed safety eyes and this, that, and the other. And I kind of didn't leave a tail for some of the parts of it. And it still came out cute. I gave it to my niece. It came out big, pretty big too. Bigger than it was actually, ironically, it's the hippos I've been making. That was my first crochet along, and mystery one at least. And it came out bigger. I think it's because maybe I used an H hook on it. I don't know. I mean, the titches. Yeah, English is not my forte today. The stitches are pretty tight, so you can't really see the stuffing in it. So I honestly, I don't remember what I did, but I didn't leave a tail to sew the parts together. So I had to add a tail, and it got to be a mess. So, but that was my first one. And from there on out, I love making them. And then I started making the baby lovies, and I don't know if you guys know what those are. They're the blankets with the animal heads on it, you know, the random animal heads that kind of could be creepy. My 5-year-old niece absolutely loves them. She's been loving them since she's born. She can't sleep without them. And I decided to make her one, and I made her a bunny. And yeah, so I mean, ever since then, they seem, as long as you could crochet in the round with a magic circle, and you don't even need to use the magic circle. I recommend this magic circle because it pulls tighter. And than the chain 4 or chain 3 or whatever the case may be. So that's why I always do that. But as long as you can crochet in the round, you pretty much can make an Ami, make a doll, a toy. They're really simple. I don't recommend making one from these books, this book, as your first. I recommend looking on Ravelry or something and getting a begin, or even redheart.com. I'm not wearing my wedding ring. I just realized that. Redheart.com has a lot of them too for beginners. So, I mean, I highly recommend it. I really do, because they're a lot of fun and they're different from the blankets and hats and scarves. I mean, there's only so many of those things you could possibly make. Although, you know what? No, because you should go to Ravelry, look me up, and download my hat pattern, because my hat pattern is a lot of fun. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, so it doesn't matter if you do or don't. Yeah. But I mean, for toys, all you need is, you don't even need safety eyes. You can use buttons. I recommend safety eyes because if you're going to give it to a kid or an animal, you don't want them to choke. Because the safety eyes have the washers in the back. I'll show you. I'll grab another one, pill bottle of safety eyes. I am not a junkie. Don't worry about me. These are pill bottles left over from years past, from when I was really, really sick. Yeah, you see, I'm not going to put it, because once you put the washer on, you can't use it again. This is, look, it's a little brown one. I love these eyes. You put the washer on, and you, like that. See, and here's the washer. You put it on like that, and you push it all the way down, and you make it tight against the yarn. They're not going to come off, and it won't go through the stitches, if that's what you're wondering, as long as you follow the guide. I mean, I have, when you use smaller ones, like these ones, these are 6mm. Obviously, you got to go down to a really small hook so the stitches are tight so that it doesn't go through. You see, this is, sorry, I'm trying to get it so that it focuses. This is really small, but now this is from Chewy. See, Chewy's pill bottles. I used to keep stitch markers in here until I started using the clay ones, and I didn't want them to break. So I started putting them in this. And then I got too many of them, so I moved them to a box. This box is literally filled with stitch markers. So I'm obsessed with stitch markers. This is a bookmark with stitch markers on it, which I absolutely positively love. Okay. I'm currently reading a book on my Kindle, so I haven't really needed this. You know what? I don't even remember the name of the book I'm reading. Let me look it up and I could tell you. I haven't finished the American Sniper. I haven't really been, I've been sleeping a lot because I haven't really been feeling well again. So I haven't really been keeping up with my books. And I just started reading, it's my yearly thing, The Catcher in the Rye. That is my all-time favorite book. I can't express to you how much that book is my favorite book. You can't. Oh, okay. It's a it was a free book this month on, if you have Prime on the Kindle. It's The Thing Called Love. It's part of a series, and I'm opening it now. I'm sappy. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember who it's from by, and I can't. This Thing Called Love by Miranda Liasson. You know what? Let me see if I dim this. You could see it. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. That's the book. That's the cover of the book. That's what I'm reading. I haven't really gotten in depth with it, so I can't really give a review on it, but I'm still reading American Sniper, and I want to read American Wife, who was written by, what just recently came out and was written by the Chris Kyle, obviously the American Sniper, his wife. I'm actually looking forward to that one. I think I'm going to download it tonight and possibly start it. I can read multiple books at once. I love reading. I am an avid reader. And, you know, this time of year, if I don't bring my crochet outside, I usually bring a book and just sit in my yard and read for hours with a nice glass of sweet tea and just, I'm New York. I live in New York and I still call it sweet tea. A nice glass of sweet tea, or possibly just even a water, and just sit there outside the whole day and just read. I could read a book beginning to end in a few hours out there, and it's very peaceful and very, I want to say cathartic, but I possibly am using that word wrong. So please do correct me if I am. It just, you know, this is the time of year where I like to be outside and just hang out. I did my garden and it didn't survive because I did it just before spring really hit. And it was hitting during the day, but at night it was going below 40 and third into the 30s. I was going into freezing. So my tulips didn't survive. My tomatoes are barely surviving. And my strawberries are barely surviving. But I mean, I look forward to it. I like doing that stuff. It's very therapeutic. I don't know. I'm speaking for 35 minutes. I'm really just rambling here. I'm just trying to keep up conversation. I find this episode to be very, very, very boring, and I apologize for that. I promise they're going to get more exciting and more fun as weeks go on, but next weekend is Mother's Day. It's also my husband's 30th birthday. I really don't talk about him much, and I really don't show pictures of him much, and it's not because, you know, it's something I'm intentionally doing. It's just something that just happens. My husband is 4 years younger than me, so it's actually his 30th birthday on Mother's Day itself, and I'm throwing him a little bit of a surprise party. He doesn't quite know how many people are going to be here, but they're all coming to my little apartment, my 935 square foot apartment. So it's going to be a little crammed in here between the furniture and everything, and I have to clear out. The room I'm sitting in right now, with all my crap that you see there, it's the spare room. I commandeered it. It's my craft room with all my yarn, and I don't really want to show you because it's a mess. I have about 9 bins of yarn and a closet right here full of yarn, and a closet over there with a bin full of just knitting looms when I was looming a lot. Speaking of looming a lot, I'm debating on whether or not to sell some of my looms because I'm not really using them, and I have a lot of Cindy wood looms and things like that. I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out there. So if you don't hear it again, that means I decided not to. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I was going to say. Excuse me, that was rude. But yeah. So it's his 30th birthday. I'm throwing him a little bit of a surprise party. His family's coming, which is an accomplishment in and of itself, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Not that you don't need to hear about family drama. Drummer. What is wrong with me? Drummer? No, it's drama. And Mother's Day, we're not really doing anything. We're celebrating Georgie's birthday on the 9th because it's on Mother's Day, and again, family drama. Don't really want to get into it. So we're celebrating on the 9th. The 10th is his actual birthday, but we decided that, I shouldn't say we. I decided that it's just going to be me and him. We'll celebrate Mother's Day and his birthday on the 9th, and then the actual 10th, I'll cook him, because I'm getting it catered on the 9th. I'm going to cook him a nice dinner. We're going to have a nice cake, and it's just going to be him and I celebrating, watching movies on the couch, and that's it. Because he needs that day just for him. I mean, how often, well, this is a stupid question, so I'm going to stop. I was going to say, how often do you turn 30? 3 times. No, I mean, I remember my 30th birthday. I remember doing absolutely nothing, and I remember him making it special for me. We were engaged, and he took me out and things like that. So I kind of want to reciprocate it with him. So, sorry. Yeah. So it just, I want to see how that goes and see how my family's coming. His family's coming. Some of his friends are coming. Hopefully, I really haven't heard from them, and that's about it. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to eat much. Oh, I got an itch. Excuse me. I'm not gonna be able to eat much, but I'm gonna enjoy the people there, and you know, I'm not physically able to do much either because I still have stitches, and they were supposed to self-dissolve, but because I'm getting graphic, and I'm sorry, because they stick out of my skin, they're there and they're catching on everything. And the doctor, the surgeon, when I went to go see her, my first appointment post-op, she said they'll dissolve, and they still haven't dissolved. So when I see them again on the 20th, I'm going to have them yank them, and it's going to hurt, and I'm going to cry, and I don't like pain. And I'll deal with it, but it's just, they're hurting. I can't really bend because of where it is. And it's making doing simple tasks like loading my dishwasher very, very difficult. My husband has been picking up the slack a lot since I had my surgery. And my surgery happened the day after Easter Sunday. So it's pretty much, what's today's date? Yeah, well, it's May 5th. Cinco de Mayo. So it's pretty much a month ago. It's pretty much, well, it was 4 weeks ago today. Today's Monday. May 4th today, not 5th. It's after midnight. So it was 4 weeks ago today, and I'm still not fully functioning. I don't know. It's kind of scary, but what are you going to do? Like, they say these side effects can last up to 3 months. I hope not, because I can't live like that. And plus, I want to be able to interact with all you guys. I miss you guys. It's weird, you know? And then, you know, I normally have a video up every week, and Pam has it every 9 days, and Pam did 3, and I did none, and I felt so bad. I really did miss you guys, and, you know, I want to celebrate with you guys. I want to see what you guys are working on. So why don't you, if you can, if you choose to, if you're on Ravelry, come on over to my Ravelry group and start a thread on show off your stuff and join the knit along, or the toy along, I should say. It really, do not be intimidated. It really is a lot of fun. I know I'm talking bad about my little alien guy, I don't remember the name of it, the patterns in the bag, but I know I'm really speaking very poorly, but it's just because I'm not enjoying the project, and I think it's because, and this is going to sound bad because it's for a child, but I think it's because of who it's for. My friend and I aren't really doing too well right now. Yeah, if you know me personally, you would know why. I think I told a few people. I know I told Heather, but I mean, it's a bit complicated. So I think that's what's deterring me from finishing that little alien-looking dude. My turtle, it's not bothering me with my turtle, because that's going to be my turtle. I know I keep saying it's for him, my friend's son, but I'm going to wind up keeping it, and I'm okay with that. I'll make another one, and I'll use a bigger hook. No, I'll use a smaller hook, I should say, so that it comes out smaller. I'll use a 3.5 mil hook. But other than that, I mean, everything else is falling into place. I'm doing good health-wise. Aside from my little rant on my side effect, I'm doing okay. I'm doing good, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying being able to actually do things this summer, as opposed to being in my house trapped because I really couldn't move. Yeah, you know, people don't I mean, I'm approaching Wonderland, and people don't realize how much 75 pounds could do for someone, you know. And I'm not saying this because I'm like, look, I still have a double chin. I'm not saying that I'm like skinny mini here or anything like that, but I'm enjoying the fact that I'm physically capable of doing more than I did. And, you know, I still go to Weight Watchers and things like that, and we talk about it, and it's just, I'm a completely different person from the one I was last year. I'm running off on a tangent. I think I should go because you guys don't want to hear this baloney. This is for, you know, crochet. Here's the other thing too that I want to talk to you about. Just a quick mention. Doctor Who comes back in August. Now, I know a lot of you don't enjoy Doctor Who, but I can pretty much guarantee it's going to be spoken about because I am the Crocheting Whovian. Sorry, my glasses bother me. So I'm preparing you now, but I don't know. I think I'm just rambling and trying to eat up space here. So I'm going to go. I'm actually going to go to bed because it's 1:30 in the morning and I have to be up at 6:30. So I'm going to say goodnight, goodbye, hello, good morning, all those things. And then I'm going to say allons-y. So let's go to bed. That was kind of corny. I'm sorry. I'm just rambling here. I shall talk to you soon, and I shall try to make another video. I'm going to take a little bit of snippets for Georgie's birthday party so you guys could see everything and see what I did for him, and hopefully I'll figure out how to edit. You know, my PC, I could just do it on my PC because I can't really figure out iMovie yet. So I'll figure out how to edit, and this wing is bothering me with my hair. And I'll show you things, all the fun things. Until then, I will talk to you soon. Love you all. Happy crocheting, happy knitting, happy crafting, and have a great day. Bye, guys.